Today we're moving on to the two-step and the multi-step equations. What does that involve? Maybe two inverse operations, perhaps some combining like terms, distribution, and even all of the above. So let's jump right in. This first one looks like a classic two-step equation. So I'm going to use my inverse operations. I'll start by adding 1 to both sides. Inverse of multiplication is division. Let's divide, division property of equality. And I get x is equal to 8 as my solution, or that's what I believe it to be. So they're asking for a check. Let's replace x with the value I found and see if it equals 23. 24 minus 1 equals 23. So 8 is my solution. Here's an example of a combining like terms. I see 5x, taking 5x from 9x will give me 4x. That's my combining like terms. I see multiplication, so I'll divide. My solution, x is equal to 6. When I do the check this time, I need to replace x twice with the value of 6. Does it work? Let's find out. I get 54 minus 30, and it works. 24 equals 24. You simplify till you see if the two sides work. Now on to a distribution. I see a lot happening in this equation. We'll start with the distributive property. 5x plus, now I'm distributing a positive 3, so I get 3x plus 12 equals 28. Next transformation is the combining of like terms. 8x plus 12 equals 28. So far we're simplifying this equation one step at a time. Now I have two inverse operations. Let's subtract 12, leaving me with 8x is equal to 16. And lastly, we'll divide by 8 with a solution of x is equal to 2. Let's see if it works. Well, I've got 5 times 2 plus 3 times 2 plus 4. Does it equal 28? And you can start doing some of this mentally. I could have started by just saying 5 times 2 is 10. You'll start to, again, get familiar with this enough that you could do some of the steps in the check in your head. 28 equals 28, check. Let's see some more problems. Again, we're solving linear equations that require 2 or more transformations, so let's look at the transformations as we're doing this problem. I've already written them out, so we're just going to follow the steps. It tells me to distribute first. Let's multiply. 2 times x and 2 times 1 plus 2 equals 22. Combine like terms is my next step. Well, constants are like terms, so 2 plus 2 is 4. Next step, we now go to our inverse operations. Let's start by subtracting 4 on both sides. And then we need to simplify. That leaves me with 2x is equal to 18. They're telling me to divide because, again, the inverse of multiplication. And then we simplify, and we get x is equal to 9. And that's the simplifying at the very last step as well. So let's do the check. And here's where I'm going to use the mental math. 9 plus 1 is 10. 10 times 2 is 20. 20 plus 2, 22. 9 is my solution. When we look at distribution, we always look at the sign in front, and this is telling me to multiply a negative 2. That's going to change the signs inside that parentheses. Negative 3x, changing the sign, plus 6. Let's combine those like terms. Let's subtract 5. And x is equal to, except that we're subtracting 6, x is equal to 15. 15, well, let's see. 4 times 15 is 60, minus 3, and then 15 minus 2 is 13. See where you can start using your mental math. And we're going to see we have 21 equals 21. Now I still have another to show you, and don't stop watching because there's an important announcement at the end. The last one I want to share with you today is when we're looking at multiplying by a reciprocal. I have a fraction outside to distribute, but this 5 is not compatible. If it were, I could cross cancel. What I'm going to do is multiply by the reciprocal, negative 5/6, on both sides. Whatever I do on the left, I have to do on the right. I can cross cancel here, 6 into 6 once. That's going to give me a negative 55 equals x plus 3. Let's subtract 3 on both sides, and I'm going to get a negative 58 is equal to x. Interchange and put your variable first. And there we have our answer. Again, if I were to substitute this in, negative 58 plus 3 would be negative 55, and then I'm going to have a cross cancel, and then I'm going to multiply a negative 11 times a negative 6, and that will give me a positive 66. Hope you're still watching because it's now time for you to do a couple practice problems. We'll do some of these in class. And here is your assignment for today. Lesson 3.3, page 142, 24 to 53. But wait, if you're still watching the video, you only have to do the even numbered problems. Thanks for watching.